They both work. No. What are you talking about? Mike's up. Alrighty, Legacy, welcome back. If you just joined us, it's time for Grapevine 981. It's brought to you by Verve. If you just joined us, well, you're just in time, by the way. My name is Kayode Baker, and this is Smooth Breakfast.
I'm Ayo Mairo Ese. Time to go into the Grapevine. Grapevine 91.
Okay, so you know what to do. If you're new to the show, you can send us messages on our WhatsApp platform. The number to send your messages to is 0809 Also, we can take your messages on Twitter as well. It's at Smooth981FM with the hashtag Grapevine981. And yes, we have very special guests in the studio with us this morning.
We have with us Chef Jeff 3000.
Good morning, good morning. I love you 3000.
And also we have Noah Royale. Morning, Royale.
Yo, yo, yo.
Good to see you in the studio, or good to see you today. And we have a special guest with us. If you're following us on social media, particularly on Twitter, you'd have heard that we have a guest joining us this morning. He's a musician, artist, in the person of Naytan. Good morning, Naytan.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. All right, Lagos, time for us to review some songs, listen to some stories, and don't forget, Grapevine 981 is brought to you by Verve.
All right, so we're going to start off with our first song. It's by Ed Sheeran. This song features Camila Cabello and also Cardi B. It's called The South of the Border. So let's listen to that one. When we get back, we'll listen to what our analysts have to say about that. Sorry, I can't hear anything with this headphones.
Okay, that's one.
Somehow, I can't hear anything.
Guys, can I get a script?
Okay, now?
There's no printouts
What?
of the script. There's no printouts.
That's good.
What you want?
That's good.
Okay, so that's Ed Sheeran. The song is called South of the Border. It features Cardi B, by the way. Chef Jeff, what are your thoughts about this?
Well, this is from Ed's fourth album. It's the number 6 collaboration project. It's the second single for all of them actually this year. And it has this whole agent kind of feel to it. In some ways, it reminds me of like the scene of Halle Berry and Bond in Die Another Day. But the thing is, what I find hard to get about it is it's a great video. The song itself is something that you've heard before. For someone that has several writers, you can actually almost sing another Ed Sheeran song on the same beats. I mean, it's clear that his writing is there, but there were like more people than that. So it's like, why couldn't there be some variance in it? The video confuses me though. It's like, what side is this person on? What side is that other person on in this whole agency kind of thing? But the Charlie's Angels bit that Cardi B does at the end, that was a bit funny, I thought. Anyway, but I mean, go check out the video. Let me know if you were able to grasp everything from there. But otherwise, it's a good song.
Noriel, how about you?
I thought the video was kind of cool in the sense of like the whole Catwoman thing. When they stole the jewelry and all that stuff, and the guy was running after her. I'm not really sure how the song and the video correlate in terms of south of the border. It's supposed to bring awareness to like border control, immigration, etc., etc. But it didn't really necessarily do that. Besides the fact that they were traveling to different places and they were stealing stuff. So. Yeah.
Do you think the fact that they were also immigrants in quotes in terms of the musicians? So we had a collaboration with Cabello, I think it was Camila, right? Camila Cabello and Cardi B. Was it almost like making fun of?
I think it was probably trying to make
or make a statement.
Yeah. But Cardi B's American. I'm not really sure about Camila Cabello's status. Obviously, Ed Sheeran is British, so yeah.
So I mean, the reason I'm saying that is because you know how Trump has described immigrants who are American, and then he says go back home, and it's like, where is home? This is home for us. So perhaps.
Speaking of someone that has a mail-in bride from Russia, wherever she's from.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not too sure that will tie into this song here. I mean, I wouldn't get that from this at all.
You know, I'm saying that it's because of what she talked
Yeah.
about about the South.
Yeah.
That it talks about.
No, I get that. There's definitely a disconnect in the interpretation of the song here, but I don't know. It's a confusing video.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it is.
it's
It's a
because it's
confusing
a
video.
music video. They're just trying to do something that's exciting. They try to fit into a music, a movie into the type of song. It's not what Ed Sheeran would typically do.
Yeah,
Mhm,
no, well,
mhm.
he's been doing some really wacky stuff lately.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like now a typical thing that he's doing right now. But the key thing is that the storyline is just a little bit misconstrued, I'd say.
Yeah, I didn't understand. I was going to ask if anyone understood what was happening at the end, where Cardi B was saying, "Oh, why did you?" I was waiting for something. So, because the song had finished and I
Mhm.
wanted to switch and watch something else, but I thought, okay, let me wait. What will happen? And nothing. I don't know. Was that something meant to be something?
I don't know. They just wanted some Cardi B comedy, I think, probably.
If
Yeah,
you're out there,
maybe.
let us know what you think
Yeah.
about the video if you've seen the video.
Yeah.
Just reach out to us on WhatsApp 0809-444-0981. That's where you can send your messages to.
But
But-
it's Ed Sheeran though. Let me just say, with the song, it's Ed Sheeran. I love his voice.
Yes.
I thought Camila also held her own with this, and of course Cardi B was great in terms of her rap. But I think they should just give us maybe lyrics video, so maybe for entertainment factor you could watch the video. But it didn't really. I was trying to connect. So even when we're listening to the song again, I didn't watch the video. I was just listening, trying to listen to the words of the song, and I still couldn't understand. So maybe if someone understands what they're trying to do, it'd be nice.
All right, Lagos, let's talk about something else that's been trending for a few days. It was even so bad that it even appeared on a reality TV show. And I mean, we've been seeing stuff on social media like shirts like no snakes, get your merch and stuff and stuff and stuff. So I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but there's this ongoing beef. We talked about this last week as well when Who was here. MI and Vector, they've been going back and forth on, this dissing each other generally. So basically, they've given the industry some form of new life as far as rap is concerned. It's been a while we've seen any rapper go head to head,
Mm.
basically dissing each other. So just last week, Vector put out a track called Tetracycline. Before that, there was another track called The Purge, right? Now, MI has responded and he put out his own mixtape plus a diss track as well. And the whole of social media has gone crazy. So, Norel, let's ask you first. I mean, what do you think about this? You've heard it, right?
Okay, so I heard bits and pieces of the stuff, but of the beef, but I feel like Vector, his career has been struggling for ages. So it's like, okay, are you trying to start a beef to revive your career? Like, he's really handsome and cute, tall, but his rap skills for me are kind of like really basic. Am I? Well, I don't really care. That's my opinion. I'm not really. I've never really felt Vector like that. Vector the Viper, okay, but I'm not really seeing it. In terms of Emma, I feel like Emma is an OG. He's a little bit older. Like, it's not everything you have to respond to. Like, they're not really on the same level in terms of accomplishments. So him responding back to someone like Vector, he's kind of like watering down his legacy. Like, it's unnecessary to me.
All right. Well noted. But it was so it's a rap battle. Sorry.
Vector's whack.
Okay.
Chef Jeff, what do you have to say first? Because I have a bit of things I want to say.
Well, let's just be clear. I don't listen to beef. I just cook it.
Nice one.
All right.
Nice
So
one.
if I can't read about it in one sentence, then I don't really care, to be honest.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm a bit speechless this morning, but let me try and get my thoughts together.
By the way, the song is called The Viper.
Yeah, the Viper, yeah, and then
That's
hashtag
so
no
whack.
snakes. So social media was trending over the weekend because last week Vector had released what people would refer to as a diss track to MI, and a lot of people were like, oh my goodness, MI is going to respond, we can't wait for MI's response, and MI responded. And basically, according to people's, because I'm not in support of
The
diss
back and
tracks
forth.
and rap battles. I wouldn't get involved in it. But people had said he schooled Vector, he took him to school. I did listen or read the lyrics, and I thought, my goodness, this guy is very intelligent. Like, the lyrics were just, and that's what MI is known for. MI is known as a lyricist. He really, like, he took it to church, he took it home, he took it to different parts. It was, so in terms of him being a brilliant lyricist, I'll give it to him any day, anytime. I saw comments on Vector's Twitter page that he's planning to do another response, and I'm begging to please don't. Just leave it as this. Just leave it. Just ride on the waves of this popularity. Release a new song or a new album, and let's forget that this.
I don't think so. You know what? If I were Vector, I would also release a track with him. But here's the thing: MI specifically stated in the track itself, he said, "You know what? I know that your fans are going to want you to release another track, but would they go fund you?
Yeah.
Would they crowd go fund you
Yeah.
if you don't, if you have to pay your rent and stuff?"
Yeah.
And then the part of it, what made the track really interesting was he kept on calling his name, kept on saying,
Yes.
"Larry, you're my
People
youth."
didn't even know
You're
that.
my
Like, he's
son.
basically saying
You know, he
that
kept
his
on
boy- that's
schooling
his
him in
boy.
different modes, you know?
Yeah.
So here's the thing, tetracycline was great, but I had to go back to listen to The Purge, which I thought was even better than tetracycline. And then to make it all worse, MI took this away from just being the rap battle to the business side of things. He took it to a reality show, BBN. Then there was this creative stuff they put on the ground. Snakes were walking all over. He was stepping on the snakes, and then
Yeah.
his team wore snake shirts. Now he's making shirts, merchandise. They're selling those shirts, and they're selling them. I mean, they're all tagged "No Snakes."
No
So
snakes.
it goes
And then
beyond.
I hear he's doing a tour or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I
This
mean,
is
so his
just-
business team sat down to actually make a business out of this.
This is
Yeah.
like the bank wars all over again,
Yeah.
basically. But you know what? I think neither side is taking it personally. They're just
I think
riding
they
on
are.
the. I don't know. I probably say they're just riding on that wave.
I think they are.
Yeah, but MI is
He talked
MI.
about his family. He talked about
Yeah.
how no one has profited from Vector, and he also talked about how. I mean, and he kept on using different Bible verses, and he kept on talking about how he's high authority,
Oh,
he
wow.
represents the voice of God. I mean, I had to listen to that track over and over again, and it was just, it was mind-boggling because it's on another level. I've not seen a Nigerian rapper come at that level, and I love Vector, but it's just that Vector, I don't see him coming
Love
back
is a
from this
very
one.
I was
strong
going to say
word.
that. I mean, Kayode has said it before a number of times that he is Team Vector. So for him to be saying that, he knows that this one
it's
was
crazy.
It was, I think
Yeah,
Vector should
well.
just not go back and do. Then he not do anything else.
I mean, he needs the cloud chase because he's trying to revive whatever's like left of his career. So
All right. Okay, so Cruz says it's all entertainment as long as no one gets injured. Nevertheless, the effect on educating younger folks need to be considered. And then Taya says Vector has suffered. He lost the beef, social media angle, and now studio. Shaking my head. MI not from Makoka has dropped beef with password and PUK code. Vector is really working on Vector and arrays to wrangle out of this. Honestly, I don't know how he's going to do this, but I hope he gets out of this some way.
Zook from Yaba says Vector might have not had a very fantastic career, but Vector basic, excuse me, Vector is not anywhere close to being basic, and I kind of agree with him. Vector has put out a couple of good tracks back in the day. It's just that I don't know, consistency. He's not been consistent, but in terms of being, you know, a quality top rap artist, I think he is one of them.
Okay, maybe we should step back and let Royale and Kayode take on.
No, we're not going back and forth.
I think we're
I'm
giving
just
them
saying.
too much attention.
Okay.
Oh, they got a lot of attention. I think people are like, I don't know, rap is big in Nigeria. A number of people, and we haven't had such a vibe. We haven't had anyone shake up the scene in terms of rap in a very long time, and that's why MI released the song where he talked about, oh, you know, step up the game or something like that. But yeah, let's move on.
All right, Lagos, tell you what we'll do. Let's go on a quick break. When we get back, we'll do some more talking. We still have stories about Sakodi, and also we're talking about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and other things related. But don't forget to be a part of our conversation. Get your thoughts in 0809 444 0981.
Music to you. Music to me is life.
So we're coming back with Naytan's song, and then we'll have a conversation with myself. Then go to some stories.
Hi, Noriel. I wasn't attacking you. I'm
I
just
just
trying to,
feel
Okay,
No,
you
no,
what?
I actually know Vector from New York, and
Oh,
I
okay.
still think he's whack.
Okay.
In as much as like people like Iceberg Slim and stuff, but I just
This is my
they weren't feeling it there, and they're not feeling it here.
Wow.
So yeah, that's I want to just
Okay.
arrange that now. So
I kind of-
Kayode, sorry to interrupt. So isn't what do you call her? What do you call her?
Nora, yeah.
No, because he says
I thought Noriel.
L'Oreal.
Yeah.
Did I get it?
I like that. There's no Royale. So
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. You need to correct me.
But it's
I need to
fine.
correct me.
Naytan.
side
Okay.
No.
Okay, all right. So basically, when we come back, I'll come back with the song, just a few lines from the song, and then we'll talk to him about, about his music. Following that, we'll go into the stories, and then about why
I
you
can wrap
laughing?
up.
No, but it didn't. It sounded like no Royale though. No Royale. I don't. It was like he just
I don't even
amalgamated
know
the
why.
names. So then, towards the end of the show, maybe about 2 minutes or how many minutes? 3 minutes.
Like one, I don't know, 1 minute.
Okay, yeah, no, 3 minutes so that we
Okay.
can then wrap up. No, he will sing us out actually. So we end, we wrap up, plug out, and
Okay.
then he does his Smooth FM song,
Okay.
and then we fade out.
Okay, cool.
That's with the guitar, of course.
Yeah, with the guitar, yeah. Thank you. Come on.
Are you gonna, should we just come in with the music or?
Yeah, with his music, just a teaser, a taste. Please, can we reduce that promo? Because it's too
Have
long.
you ever been
The one,
on the
the
queue
promo
at a
Lagos, we just have a
supermarket
short
or a
line now.
restaurant? Finally, it's your turn and all the things you picked have been scanned. You bring out your card to pay and whoop, the cashier says declined. At this point, you freeze. The person behind you would have most probably have started putting their things on the counter. And all the eyes on the queue are on you. Everybody is frustrated and tired of the queue, and in that moment, you are the one to blame. You know the feeling. Your belly does a flip-flop as it welcomes your heart. Finally, you find your voice and say to the cashier, please,
Yeah,
try
these
again.
ads need to be
Or
paying
you
me for the
begin to
live
search
attention
your
that's going
wallet
on
to
right
see if you
now.
have enough cash.
I'm
But
just
of
saying.
course, you don't. That
It's too
feeling
long.
can
They should
never
find a
Yeah,
way
true
around
that they're
this.
able,
You know?
it reminds you of
they
all the
talk
things
about the
that
fact
could
that
have gone
I
wrong
shouldn't
that
say
day,
Yeah.
and just how
But yeah, you have to
frustrating
always
life
put
is.
brought to you
It's
by
the
Grapevine.
proverbial
Okay.
last
Yeah.
straw. Imagine though that
And
in
this
that moment,
earpiece doesn't do
what you
anything for me.
had was a
Eh?
verb
This
This
card,
earpiece
earpiece-
doesn't do
and as
anything
you
for me. I
handed
can't
it
hear
over to the
anything.
cashier, the payment went through. You would have walked out in an instant with a smile on your face,
Smile
and a
on your
sense of
face.
satisfaction that
Sense
no
of
matter what happened
satisfaction.
today, a screaming boss, annoying traffic, and all that, something came through for you. Here you are, able to reward yourself with exactly what you want. That is why you should ask your bank for a verb card today, because you deserve something that works all the time.
This is the song of silence.
www.myverveworld.com.
Don't worry, it's done.
That is www.myverveworld.com to discover the reliable awesomeness a verve card offers.
Okay, so that's your song.
Yes, that's it.
All I can do is say that already.
Yeah?
They should tweet it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we can come back. Let's come back.
Hey, what's up, Sally?
All right, you're welcome back. If you just joined us, you've missed a ton of things, but you're just in time still. This is the Grapevine, brought to you by Verve on Smooth 19.1. And of course, it's with Cardi and Ayo Mairo Ese.
Hello, everyone. And joining us this morning, we already introduced them, but reintroducing Chef Jeff 3000. Morning, Chef
Yes,
Jeff.
good morning.
And Noah Royale.
L'Oreal.
You'll get it eventually.
Yeah, we get it.
They'll get it
And then
eventually.
Naytan is joining us, and the song
Hello,
you,
good morning, everyone.
yeah, the song you just listened to, or the voice you heard, is what was Nathan's.
That's right.
Nathan's song, "Confess, Your Love." This
yes.
morning, beautiful vocals,
Thank you.
great song. Love love what you've done there.
Thank you
But
very much.
I mean, with regards to your, I love the guitar on
Right,
this song. Did you
okay.
play that? Because I see you came in with a big guitar.
I had the chords, but my producer Jimmy had all the guitar arrangements done.
Alright.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, tell us about your music. Tell us about why you do what you do.
Okay. I kind of love rock music from growing up, so I took the interest basically from when I was very young.
Mhm.
So over the years, I began to listen to different kinds of alternative musicians like Bono of YouTube, and then much later Everly Brothers. And so in turn, I was always a very addicted musician, and listening to music all the time. So I later on developed the skills for guitar much later in my life.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult, but I've gone around it now, so I can play a bit. So it's I love rock music. So then neo soul, a little bit of neo soul, then
You can hear
alternative
the
music.
influence in this song,
Yeah,
Confess Your Love.
yeah, neo soul and alternative music generally. Yes.
So what projects are you working on right now?
Yes, I have a new song for this month. It's called Rhythm of Life.
Ah,
It's a pop rock, electro, techno kind of
when are you
song.
releasing that?
Um, I not on decided date, not yet, but
But this
this
month?
very month, yeah, definitely.
okay.
Give a shout out on the social media so people can get.
Please let us know. We'd like to review the song, and as you can tell, we're quite brutal. We'll be very honest with you.
That's all right.
Well, good to have you in the
Thank
studio
you
with
very
us,
much,
Nathan.
yeah.
And we hope that you can join the conversation this morning. And
Yeah.
Nathan has a surprise for us, everyone. So please make sure you stay till the which I mean, you guys are fantastic. I know you stay till the end. So he has something special for us. So he will be singing live here and
That's right.
playing to us. So please stay tuned. Nathan is going to be singing us out of the show this morning. But before then, we have some stories.
Okay, so let's talk about The Joker. Okay, so The Joker hit movie theaters this week despite a wave of criticism that it glorifies the killer and could encourage copycat attacks nationwide. So I've been it's been in the works for the longest time, and I think The Joker basically, uh, arguably, in my opinion, has to be probably one of the greatest villains ever. Right? We've seen Batman movies, we've seen Superman and the likes, but The Joker coming out now. Do you think it's actually worth the hype, the talk, everything about this?
You know what? I have not seen it yet. I'm planning on seeing it
Have you
today
seen
to
the
correct
trailer?
that. Actually, yeah, the trailer. I know for sure that was a given thing. They actually pushed for DiCaprio with this at first, but then I'm glad that they went with Phoenix because he brought. I think that there's definitely going to be some Oscar buzz coming with this here. And then this movie got an 8-minute standing ovation in Venice. Eight
Whoa.
minutes. 8 minutes. That's more than the adverts that we played so far. All right. Yeah, and then but then
Okay.
there was so much controversy regarding security with this, even though there was no specific threat. For instance, one theater said no Joker costumes, one red carpet had just photographers only. You had the LAPD, the LA and the NYPD on alert. FBI and the Department of Homeland Security looked into things, and it kind of is a movie that is about mental illness and validation,
And validation.
controversial validation. All right, because it's kind of saying that this is why he went into doing all of these criminal acts further down the line in that sense. When he was asked, when things was asked, Joaquin was asked about, do you think that it glorifies violence and whatnot, he walked out of the interview and then came back, didn't address the question. But I think that they're just planning on putting something out there that's artistic. All right, this is going to be something that's going to be, and the fact that it's gotten this much hype is like they came and they gave you a Kaiser Sose, and then it was enjoy and goodbye. There's no sequels planned. We do know that
I
Jared
hope
Leto.
they don't do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, we do know Jared Leto still has 2 Joker movies to do, but otherwise this one stands alone for its own self, and I think it's actually good to see like a background of the character. It brings a lot more development and growth in terms of how you portray a comic hero that you've seen all this time. So I think it's cool.
I haven't seen the movie, just like you, but I've read a lot of reviews around this. Shola Thompson, who is the movie buff, I read his Insta story while after he watched the movie, and he talked about it being twisted. Have you heard about that?
No,
You question your sanity if you actually laugh at some of the
it has to be twisted because the Joker is one of Batman's so he hates the Joker so much that
He's
if
not
only he
enemy.
could kill, then this guy would have been gone a long time ago. And even what people don't know, actually, this is not necessarily a spoiler alert from the movie. Actually, in the comics, there are actually 3 Jokers in this series. I'm glad that you know that.
And he
Nice.
has kids too.
Yes,
They have
exactly.
kids.
Well, it's debatable. Duella Dent was, I'm not sure who's the parent there. But I'm
Okay,
glad
so
I
you really
glad
know
I've
the
got a
Joker
comic.
then.
I got a comic buff right here. That's for sure. But you know what?
Should we be worried about you?
He is the Joker. There's
I'm
nothing about the Joker that is meant to be funny. He is someone who was able to twist the mind of his own psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Men can't even understand women's minds. This guy twisted a female psychiatrist's mind to join him. I mean, this guy is a G, man.
Well, I will say that the Joker is kind of like a revolutionary character in terms of comic series and whatever. He's sinister. So that's why his name is the Joker. He does bad things and he comes back, he smiles, he laughs about it, and the joke's really on you. Um, I don't really. I mean, I know why the government is trying to take more precaution in terms of having, police and extra security and stuff. But essentially, the movie is actually telling us and showing us what is happening in modern day America and even overseas.
Mhm.
In the United States, people walk around with guns and they shoot up the place. It's not because you're watching a movie. It might be because you're playing like Call of Duty all day, but it might stem from you being bullied in school, not having any friends, and trying to retaliate to people. So, mental health is actually a really big thing that people need to discuss, and especially in Nigeria as well, because we haven't gotten to that point where people go around doing crazy things like that in terms of shooting up malls and stuff like that. Hopefully we never do, but before we get to that level, it should be something that we actually have discussions about, because there are a lot of people suffering from mental health issues. So yeah,
I think that the precaution definitely was something that was worth it, because even when something like Snakes on the Plane came out,
Yeah.
all right, people went into, there were like at least 2 theaters or so whereby people went with actual snakes and released them into the theaters, and that was Snakes on the Plane. That was not a Joker twisted mindset kind of thing. That was
And
Snakes on the
if
Plane.
you can remember a few years ago when they came out with what was that movie with Bane?
Yeah,
Bane,
Batman?
yeah, The Dark Knight Rises.
Rises.
Yeah.
This
Dark
guy
Knight Rises, yeah.
literally won a theater in New York in Union Square. He shot up the whole cinema. Another place in California. So many places where people just use the movie theater as an excuse, because they know that they're going to be loads of people there,
Yeah.
whether they're waiting online or they're in the cinema,
Yeah.
and they want to do something evil and sinister. And then after they do it, they say, "Oh, I have mental health issues," and also because they're white.
All right, thank you very much.
Which is another
Do you have anything to say about this, Nathan? Have you seen the movie?
No, I haven't seen it at all.
Do you plan on seeing it?
I would. Yeah, I'm not a fan of superhero movies,
Yeah,
but
comic
like that, comic movies.
yeah.
Yeah. But talking about mental illness, it's a very big menace in
Yeah.
in the society. We have to be very careful about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. People can get across the line very easily.
And I like what you said about the joke being on you, because you see people who look normal. My mom says that in Nigeria, when you think of mental health, you look at people who are mad, whose hair, whose hair, their hair is tattered and all that. But there are people who are smiling.
Oh,
They
yes,
come
of
to
course.
work, they smile at you,
Absolutely.
and they are actually mad.
And there are people
Or
who actually
have mental. Let me
don't
not
even
use the
have
word
anything
mad.
on their
They just have mental health issues. But
Mhm.
let's take some comments. Martin Somaja says MI is still referring to MI versus Vector. MI is still the chairman. He's still the Mr. Incredible. He's still the undisputed number one
Okay.
African rapper. Vector is fine, but his venom is weak.
Okay. Abdul says, well, okay. Cruz says, Glass the movie comes to mind. Glass.
Who's
Mm.
in
We've
Glass?
seen
I've
Glass.
seen Glass.
Yeah.
I'm,
Yes.
the
I'm
one with,
suspicious of you and
Samuel L.
Shea
Jackson?
Jericho.
No, well, yes,
Glass
yeah,
was
yeah.
a
Why
very
do I
cerebral
believe that?
movie.
Right.
Yeah, it was a very cerebral movie. You
That
have to
Asian
watch
boy.
it in. I feel like you have to watch Glass in different.
You
and
feel like you
put
have to
yourself in different personalities. So, because it's 3 stories
Mhm.
put in one,
Mhm.
and there was a movie beforehand
Mhm.
that they showed one person's perspective. I can't remember.
Split.
And there's supposed to be another movie coming out that now describes each personality separately. So I feel like with Glass, like it's completely different, but in a sense, maybe because it's twisted and you can't really understand it the first time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, we see messages still coming in. This one says, good morning. Dissing is healthy to the rap department in the music industry. It brings some vibes into the system and gets the fans excited, as long as it's done. It's not done involving some extra physical violence. MI Vector, looking at Cardi.
As if they don't like that too.
All right. Okay. So we're still talking all about the stories here. So please head on down to Twitter. We see messages up on our WhatsApp. We want to take messages on Twitter as well. It's hashtag Grapevine 981. Let's go on a quick break, shall we?
I mean, who would
I
want
wasn't
to
sure what you're
see
trying to say.
Who
Yeah, I was trying to have it for spy.
Oh,
who
okay.
would want to see Vector and MI?
I didn't really like. Well, maybe I didn't understand
Vector's
it.
like
Okay.
this tall.
Yeah,
MI
okay.
is like this.
Well,
Like, so we have one, then Richard will come back, and then that's where we do maybe one story, do the thing, and then we go. That's how it no more chairman. You guys, when I was telling you, what I was saying to Chef Jeff, we still have comments coming in about the chairman.
You want to talk about that one? I love smooth.
can't we just move on and just like find comments on something else?
Nigerians,
No, well, that's all
I want to
people
talk about.
commenting.
Nigerians
Or
are
someone,
clout chasers, just like Bobrisky said.
Like I said, I don't read it, I don't listen to it, I just cook it.
Let's
You ready?
So
Yeah, someone referred to that. Okay, let's
Are you ready?
Okay, Lagos, it's the final few minutes of Grapevine 901 this morning, brought to you by Verve. And we are going to take one, actually, comments, and then we'll go straight to our special edition by Naytan, our guest. But before then, we have on Twitter, Lucky247 says, Vector and MI beef, as Chef Jeff 3000 should cook this rap beef well because it's kind of hard to chew. Biggie versus Tupac. But it's pure business for others. Wizkid versus Davido, Tiwa versus Yemi Alade, Sonia Day versus Ebenezer Obey, Nas versus Jay-Z. So I mean, I think
list
just to
goes on and
remind
on
us
and
here
on.
that it's been there, it's now, and probably will still remain afterwards. But also she's saying that Naytan, the superb guitarist, I know he's funny, he doesn't know how to play guitar well. I've watched him perform like a rock star before with his fellow guitar squad. Anyways, Naytan, remember we promised each other a collabo.
And this is Olori Africa.
Yeah.
oh right,
Yeah,
we know her.
I think-
Yeah, we know her.
I met her one time at the rock festival. Yes,
Oh,
I
really?
remember. Yes.
Oh, nice one. Okay.
And my crew, I'm Harmony Shade Band. I'm a lead singer for the Harmony Shade Band. Harmony Shade Band. Yes.
Harmony Shade.
Yes.
So just in 30 seconds, tell us about the Harmony Shade band.
Yeah, we've been up for since 2012. So our first gig was in Ghana, went for a
Okay.
book launch, and then afterwards, then we came to do the Fedula music
Okay.
because I also sing in French as well. So
Wow.
Nice.
yes,
So you
I
forgot to
do
leave
not
out
know
all
this.
of that.
yeah. So
Please, can you sing in French? Just one word, one line.
okay.
Chef Jeff, do you speak French?
Je parle un petit peu. But I also do cook French.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
you cook. So French.
Tout
sing.
moment s'imprévu,
Okay.
de rime qu'on ose, comme on a tant vécu. J'ai connu des doutes, tant qu'on sous sont perdus, mais aussi l'amour, comme on n'a jamais eu. Tant que l'eau.
Woo! Please, what does that mean?
It's plus vivant, it's more to be more alive
Okay.
in love. C'est l'amour qui se donne. There's
Mhm.
love that gives everything.
Aw.
Oui, c'est l'amour.
Oh, nice.
Je parle français.
You're a love
60%.
person. We just listen to confess your love, and now you're talking about love. Are you? Would you?
Yeah,
describe
but this
it?
song actually is a song done by Local Kanza.
Okay.
I actually met Local Kanza the first time right here in Smooth FM.
Oh,
That was like 2018. So
nice one.
he had me do one of his songs, this particular one.
Yeah.
So then he insisted that I should come. The guy should bring me over. Tintin actually.
Yeah.
Tintin brought me over. So I was so overtly excited. And I
Nice
saw him.
one.
Yeah, it's a great guy from Congo, Kinshasa.
Right. So on the Grapevine 981, anything can happen. I mean, sometimes we talk music, we talk movies like we've done today, and sometimes we speak in French. We also talk food when Chef Jeff is around sometimes.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah. But
Okay.
please, that special 10th year anniversary dedication you have for us.
Okay. It's a song from Kenny Rogers. We just twisted it a little bit. It's been a long time since I walked through these old towns. Oh, how the memory starts to flow. There's the old radio house, they call it Smooth FM. It's been around every day for the last 10 years. Oh, my memories from those days come gather around me. I'm so happy they could take me back in time. Oh, it almost seems like yesterday. That's how the good times go. Life is so much easier with smoother things. Come on, with smoother things. 98.1 with smoother things. 98.1 with smoother things.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. You just had a brilliant
Okay,
vocal
sorry it took long. I found it.
in the end.
There we go.
All right. Someone Tola Funsha says this guy should stick to French songs. His voice was divine. Someone Cruz was saying that you're doing him somehow with the French. Even for men, women are saying that you were just doing their body somehow.
When people normally say French language is romantic.
It's a good way to say it.
Yep.
Yeah, even with the way they speak English, sometimes I am very happy to be here. You know, when they speak the English also very.
Please stop. Are you married?
No, I'm not.
You're not married.
No,
Why
no.
are you?
I'm not
Are
married.
you in a
no.
relationship?
Oh my God, it's music.
Yeah, music and love. They say if love be the, or if music be the language, how do you
He's
say?
trying not to fall his hand. Leave him alone. Okay.
All right, let's
There's
go.
something in the background you're not going into.
Well, that's our job to get into the background.
Mm.
Well, let's go. We have to go now, guys. You're gonna plug out.
Find me at ChefJet3000, and I will be here on the Grapevine next week. So join us again right here on Smooth 98.1.
Thank you.
Your girl Noir Royale. Catch me in the streets.
Having a jolly good day, Lagos.
Right. And how can people find you on social media?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at I am Naytan, as I am Naytan.
Or
I am
anyway,
Naytan. Yes, on Twitter it's at Naytan Music, Naytan.
and people will find out when your new song drops.
Precisely.
What's the name again?
Rhythm of Life.
Rhythm of Life. All right, Lagos, you heard that from Nathan. Rhythm of Life. Make sure you follow him to find out or to listen to him sing in French a bit more often. For all those who have sent in messages that they love his French voice. We're going to break now at 9 o'clock. We'll be talking money. So we talk food, music, movies.
We didn't talk enough about food.
We need to design a special show to talk about
You
just
don't
for
actually
you.
talk about food enough. Or actually, the taste of the pudding is in the eating. Bring us food. But yes, all in favor say I. We have some French cuisine here. Noir Royale brings us a French name actually. So it's a French show up in here this morning. But we're going to break at 9 o'clock. We'll be talking all things money. So if you want to make some money, stay tuned.
Thank you guys.
Thank you very much. I think, can he record in the studio so that we can have it as a liner? Yeah.
Again?
Please, yeah. If you don't mind.